Zippity doo dah, zippity a, my oh my, what a wonderful Thursday. Let's talk about the Texas weather forecast in this super duper awesome blossom edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Hi there and good morning. It's Thursday, the 19th of June. 2025. I'm Texas Storm Chaser Spalding and Chief David Reimer. Clearly, my charisma is alive and well today, even if my ability to press the correct buttons remains woefully underskilled. It is what it is, but good news is, hey, we're not looking at a bunch of tornadoes hitting Texas over the next week or a hurricane, which is always beneficial once you're into this time of year. Because anytime you're not getting hit by a hurricane is usually a pretty good time to be had. So let's just pop on into that magical, super duper awesome blossom high resolution rapid refresh radar, the HUR. And as you can see, we're going to have some clouds across the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas, heading through tonight. Pop-up showers and storms possible across parts of the Brazos Valley, Coastal Plain, Southeast Texas, Golden Triangle, East Texas this afternoon. Much more miss than hit with brief downpours, gusty winds, and lightning. Remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. Expecting similar activity possible in the Arklatex. Northeast Texas may see a few showers drift in from Oklahoma and Arkansas, and in the higher terrain of the Davis Mountains down in western parts of the Big Bend in southwest Texas, we could see some pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity as well. Going into Friday, a few showers possible in the borderland of far west Texas. Otherwise, a vast majority of Texas will remain quite hot and dry over the next several days. Here's the Texas A&M wildfire forecast for the next several days. Today, Friday, and Saturday, we're looking at high fire danger across the Panhandle, West Texas, the Permian Basin, across the Guadalupe Mountains, the Big Bend, the Trans-Pecos, the Davis Mountains, and the borderland of far west Texas around the city of El Paso. Taking a look at the upper level air pattern heading over the next week. This is a look at the geopotential heights at 500 millibars, which is about halfway up the atmosphere, typically about jet stream level, which is where we're looking. Usually this is around 18,500 feet above sea level. This is an easier way for us to see where the strongest area of high pressure is going to be located over the next week, and that's also a pretty good indication usually of where we're going to see the potential for the hottest weather in the United States. As you can see, over the next couple of days, it's going to be located over us in western parts of Texas, but as we shift through the weekend, that heat dome really establishes itself on the eastern United States, along the eastern seaboard, up through parts of the Carolinas, Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee, which is why we might see a little bit of an opportunity for a few showers and storms going into early next week as that heat dome really tries to sit east of us, not squishing our atmosphere per se, with high pressure, sinking air overhead. If it's not overhead, we don't have that sinking air. And with a tropical air mass in place across Texas and summertime temperatures, it's not too difficult to get a pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity when that heat dome is not overhead, suppressing the areas of lift. Here's the long-range American weather model, the global forecast system. You can see Saturday, maybe some precipitation across the Rio Grande Valley, deep south Texas, heading into Friday night, Saturday. Shower and thunderstorm chances continuing across parts of the borderland as well. Going into Sunday, you can see we're starting to uptick some monsoon-like moisture across New Mexico, Big Bend, Trans-Pecos, far west Texas, into the borderland. That's also going to be thanks to remnant moisture from Hurricane Erick, which made landfall in southern Mexico this morning. Otherwise, into early next week, you can see most of the state is dry outside the western quarter, the western third of the state, but maybe as we start getting into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week during the afternoon hours, maybe we'll start to see a few pop-up shower and thunderstorms during the afternoon and evening hours across more regions of Texas. But at this point, definitely not looking at any sort of widespread super-duper mischief in the state of Texas outside of some monsoon-like moisture in the western quarter of the state. Definitely no organized severe weather chances, nothing like that. very much a summertime pattern that has established itself across the state of Texas. Here's forecast rain totals over the next 5 days through 7 a.m. Central Time. Tuesday, the 24th of June, you can see, outside of maybe some monsoonal moisture from remnant moisture of Hurricane Erick moving north across Mexico into far west Texas, the Trans-Pecos, the Big Bend, New Mexico itself. A lot of the state not looking at a whole lot. Yeah, we do have some moisture down the Rio Grande Valley, maybe up to an inch and a half of rain this weekend. And then same story out west. But for most of the state, it's going to be much more miss than hit. Pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity, and if you end up under one of those showers, sure, you get a quick inch of rain, but most folks will not see appreciable rainfall over the next 5 days outside of the aforementioned regions. Otherwise, you could see some rain chances across the eastern United States, but a majority of the moisture concentrated where the jet stream will be located across the Canadian provinces, the northern plains, and the Great Lakes up into New England. Speaking of Erick, Hurricane Erick did make landfall as a major hurricane this morning in southern Mexico. It is smashing into the higher terrain and mountains down there, and it is being eviscerated and is going to go bye-bye faster than my hairline. But it was able to rapidly intensify up to 145 mile per hour sustained winds late last night. A very rapid bout of intensification as forecast, but it has now made landfall and is going to be going adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, bye-bye. But we'll still get the remnant moisture in a few days. Otherwise, the Gulf, Caribbean, and the Atlantic basins will remain quiet in terms of tropical mischief over the next 7 days. Here's high temperatures for this afternoon. Hot, but not completely out of the ordinary for this time of year. Hottest location, probably near El Paso, 103 degrees this afternoon. Same along the southern periphery of the Big Bend. We're looking at 98 out in Pecos, about 99 in Del Rio, Laredo, 94 San Antonio, 95 Austin, 95 to 97 in DFW, 97 up to 87 through Vernon to Childress, 94 in Amarillo, 97 up in the Pampa area, 94 Dumas, Dalhart, and Perryton, 93 in Houston. Much more humid across the eastern half of Texas, by the way, so it'll feel warmer. Heading into tomorrow, bump those high temperatures up a couple of degrees. A lot of 90s across the state, a few low 100s as well. Heading into Saturday, guess what? Same story, upper 80s to upper 90s with a few low triple digits. If you're in the 80s, that's only because your humidity values are so obnoxious. It's going to still feel like closer to 100 degrees. On Sunday, that heat dome starts shifting off to the east. We may drop a couple of degrees. Low to mid 90s for most of Texas, a couple of upper 80s as well. But the humidity is sticking around. Going into Monday, as we see that moisture from the remnants of Erick move across New Mexico, far western Texas. Temperatures out there come down. 90 on Monday in El Paso with rain chances only low to mid 80s in the higher terrain of the Davis Mountains, Marfa, Alpine. We're looking at about 83 in Marfa, 94 in Lubbock, 92 Amarillo, 88 in Dalhart. We're looking at about 92 in Odessa and Midland. Still 97 DFW, 97 in Wichita Falls and Graham, 98 in Vernon, 96 Texarkana. We're looking at about 92 in Lufkin, 90 in Beaumont, 92 in Houston, about 89 to 93 in Corpus Christi, 96 in McAllen. So, yeah. It is most definitely summertime, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to see what the Long Range Climate Prediction Center outlook is, well, there's yesterday's for the super long range in terms of what today is going to be. Well, in terms of at least the 24th through the 28th, you can see, all that moisture from Erick moving across parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, bringing a start to the monsoon season and probably some flooding from debris flows and burn scars. This technically does have all of Texas in above average chances for some precipitation, but again, it's summer, so getting 5 drops of rain might qualify as above average. Don't take it to heart literally, outside of maybe some increased chances for isolated scattered afternoon pop-up showers and storms heading into next week. As always, you can get your local weather forecast, interactive weather radar, daily Texas weather roundups, and more free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app. Just search for Texas Storm Chasers or you download apps to your device. And we thank you for watching us here on YouTube. We'll have tomorrow's weather roundup video out probably around lunchtime. Y'all have a great Thursday. Stay cool, and God bless.